6 valuable lessons to learn from a terrible breakup. A breakup is always going to be an unfortunate scenario that one has to go through. Love is something that we all aspire to as human beings. And yet, when love fails us, it can also be the most devastating experience that anyone might have to endure. Love is always tricky. You desperately want it for yourself because you see just how beautiful it could be to actually experience it. And so, you try to follow all of the rules. You meet someone you like and you decide to put yourself out there. You flirt and you try to make your feelings known to this person you're interested in. And if you're lucky enough, this person is going to express an interest in you as well. You both decide to go out to get to know each other better. And somehow, there's just a natural spark and chemistry between the two of you. You find that there is some serious potential there and you want to do whatever you can to nurture the bond that you have for one another. And so, the both of you fall in love. At first, it seems like everything is just absolutely perfect. You feel like nothing could possibly go wrong. But then, when you really start to get into the thick of things, you realize that it isn't so easy to make a relationship last after all. Just as quickly as you fell in love, things have turned sour in your relationship. And somehow, the problems feel like they aren't going away. The problems just keep on piling up and the both of you just feel so overwhelmed by everything at this point. You're not entirely sure how the both of you can move on in your love. You're not sure how you're going to be able to make things last. And so, you decide to do the smart but difficult thing, you decide to break up. You decide to part ways and you have to call it quits on your relationship. And that's not easy at all. You devoted so much of your time, energy, and love into the relationship. It always hurts to see all of that go to waste. It always hurts to know that all of your efforts will be for nothing. However, despite the pain, you have to know that it all wasn't in vain. There is always something to be learned from any situation, even the direst ones. 1. You learn about what you're really looking for in a relationship. One of the best things you can learn from being in a failed relationship is that you learn more about what you're really looking for in a relationship. You learn more about the things that you don't like because of your previous relationship. And so you gain a better understanding of what it is you should be looking for as you move forward in life. 2. You learn about what it really takes to overcome pain and adversity. A breakup is a really painful ordeal. And when you have to move on from a breakup, you learn something else about yourself, your ability to overcome some serious adversity. It's no easy feat getting over a difficult breakup after all. 3. You learn about the value of forgiveness. When you are forced to get over a breakup, you learn the importance of being to forgive a person. You understand that in order for you to really move on from a breakup, you need to let go of any anger, hatred, or bitterness in your heart. You learn that you need to forgive in order to find closure. 4. You learn about the value of patience in finding love. You really learn about how difficult it is to find love after all, and how it's not something that you would be able to just succeed at after the first try. And so you gain a better appreciation for love when you do find it. 5. You learn about the value of detachment. You understand that love and attachment are two entirely different things. You know that it's okay for you to love a person without necessarily attaching yourself to them. You know that when you love someone, you always want what is best for them even if that means having to lose them. And when you learn that, moving on from a breakup becomes a lot easier. 6. You learn about the importance of being able to love yourself more. When you miss out on having a perpetual loving relationship with someone, you are faced with such overwhelming odds. But you don't have to despair. You can always find love in yourself. And that's a lesson that you always have to learn when you go through a breakup. You have to love yourself more so you won't be afraid of being single.